Hi everybody, today is the day we're going to pull the biggest prank on the church. Yay! It's April Fool's Day.
Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fódlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
Rhea, please, talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Saideth enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb?
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seiros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seiros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fódlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seiros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students.
Do you think it wise to bring them into this?
It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as well.
Isn't that too dangerous?
The Holy Tomb is a sacred temple that is sealed off from the rest of the world. There is nothing to fear. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
We're going to start with some tea time for Hilda and for Hanneman.
Wow! Thanks for
And
inviting
we're
me.
going to make sure, because this is chapter 11 and we have the C support, the C+ support with Edelgard, we want to make sure that we talk to Edelgard.
You don't say much, so you're easy to talk to. Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
Thank you. Delightfully warming. What? Well then. Indeed. Well then. Indeed. The monastery holds so many documents in its library, yet certain facts continue to elude me. Yes, yes. Indeed. Oh, thank you. What? Oh, thank you. Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
Because this is chapter 11, Byleth gains access to the Enlightened One class, and we are never going to use it.
Anew.
You're in high spirits today, Dorothea.
Yes, I have met someone quite charming recently. I'm hoping we can spend more time together soon.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I wish I had some advice to offer. Alas, I do not.
Don't worry too much about it, Adie. I'd guess romance isn't really something you're interested in anyway.
I'm not completely disinterested.
Oh yeah? Is there someone you have your eye on?
To be honest, there's nothing resembling romance in my life at present. It's not that I'm disinterested. I'm simply too busy with other endeavors. I have no time to spare for such things.
That's not surprising. You're not just any old noble, after all. Anyone who has feelings for you, well, they're in for a pretty complicated life.
True. And I can't ignore the possibility that I may have to marry for political purposes. I doubt I'll ever have the opportunity for a passionate romance as long as I live.
That's no way to talk. You meet the right person and boom, you have passion to spare. Could be someone you've just met or someone you've known your whole life. There's no telling how life will go. Something could even spark between the two of us.
You and I? Now that is an entertaining thought. If such an exciting future is in store, I look forward to it.
Oh yeah? That's awfully sweet of you, Adie.
Okay, Edelgard.
Professor? Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb.
Where are we going?
It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there.
This decision will drastically change the story. I must stay. I'll go with you. Are you certain about your choice?
Thank you, my teacher. Father, forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the throne weighs heavily on you. And so...
There is no need to apologize, Edelgard. You must know that I do not have much time left in this world. The time has come.
Thank you, Father. Now, to complete the Imperial succession, you must relinquish your crown here in the throne room. The Archbishop of the Church of Seiros would normally act as witness, but my professor will fill that role instead.
Edelgard.
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders. All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fódlan.
Edelgard Von Hresvelg, the crown is yours. By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new Emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresvelg legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fódlan to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
The Imperial succession is complete. My daughter, I regret that I could not do more for you. When you were stolen away to the kingdom, when the Prime Minister did those horrible things, I could only watch in horror.
I understand, Father. In those dark times, your eyes and your fists were my salvation. Within your eyes, I saw true care. And upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition. Ah, Edelgard. I did not expect to find your Highness here.
Prime Minister, you have misspoken. I am no longer your Highness, but rather your Majesty.
Impossible!
It is true. Edelgard is the new Emperor of the Adrestian Empire. We will summon the officials and prepare an ordinance at once. And you, Prime Minister.
Are dismissed. It will be some time before you are allowed to make contact with the outside world again.
No! How can this be? Understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear Elle, I leave the fate of Fódlan in your capable hands.
Father. Thank you for staying by my side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar. This may be the last we see of each other. We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
Perhaps...
That's...
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research.
I always was a quick study.
But still got room to grow.
And now for some grinding.
Stay
The
focused.
purpose of this is literally just to get any last minute skills that I want on my squad so that, you know, we can, fingers crossed, have an easier time in chapter 12 and, the post time skip stuffs. Yay.
Such power dwells.
I will prevail! Witness my power! My efforts were not in vain. One.
There is much.
Each battle a chance to grow.
I'm just getting started.
I will prevail! Oh! Your defeat was inevitable. It's a long road yet.
That is that. Another step.
I'm getting it.
I'm here to help.
We won't hold back.
Let the lesson begin.
Don't waste my time. My efforts were not in vain.
Battle.
I will prevail.
I guess I have to.
Can't get ahead of myself.
I could go another few rounds.
One step at a time. Don't waste my time! Now you know your limits.
Let's get this over with.
I'd rather fight drowsiness. I could have been. It's simple logic.
I will no doubt make use of things.
Not a total waste. Victory. I could have been...
There is much to learn from battle.
There's still a long way to go.
I think I'm improving.
It's a long road yet.
Truly amazing. It's simple. Could have been...
My turn?
I will prevail.
This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
I have to try harder. Perfect comprehension.
I must fall. My turn? This...
My... Perfect...
I will prevail.
I could learn a thing or two.
do it all. My
incredible battle prowess. I could go another few rounds.
Oh!
I'm not at my best today.
You're weak.
There's still a long way to go.
I've
Pavis.
mastered
There we
this
go.
art.
Brilliant.
One step at a time.
I'm only getting... I will... Only a wound. That was all fine.
How long will this take?
Well,
Showdown. Byleth is a war master. Edelgard's a warrior.
Caspar, I've been wondering something. Would you be happier if you were the heir to House Bergles?
Of course. My brother probably wouldn't be too happy about it, though. I've got nothing against him, and I'd hate to cause him trouble, so I guess it wouldn't make me very happy at all.
You may not want to hear this, but your brother is not a good man. He's lazy and greedy, and has always relied on the knowledge that he would inherit a title. That's my impression of him, anyway.
You don't hold anything back, do you? But to be honest, you're not too far off. He's got good reason for it, though. Our grandfather was really obsessed with his second wife. She has a son who she really wanted to become the heir. In the end, though, my grandfather had to step down sooner than expected, so everything went to my father instead. My brother is still really worried about having his future taken from him.
That's the price of taking your own desires into account when choosing an heir. The concept of nobility is decaying, and it's dragging the Empire into the ground with it.
Wow, this conversation is really going there. You may be right, but it's not like the world is ever going to change, right?
It must. I intend to create a world where the best are free to rise to the top and succeed, regardless of their bloodline. The nobility as it is now could not exist in a world like that. I'll make sure of it.
What do you think would happen to me in that kind of world? Would you appoint me as a general or minister of military affairs?
If you were the best suited for that position, I would.
Right, so my life would pretty much stay the same. I'd still have to train, get stronger, and use my abilities to cut my own path. I don't know what I'm gonna do after we graduate. I guess I'll just have to fight for you.
Is that so?
At the base, the front lines, or wherever we might be fighting, I'll be there with all my might.
Professor Hanneman, is this a good spot for this book?
That will do nicely, Lysithea. I'm sorry to trouble you with these chores.
It's no trouble. After all, it's proper etiquette for the young to help the elderly.
The elderly? I'm only... never mind. How have you been feeling of late? Anything worth mentioning?
I've been feeling well enough, all things considered.
You seem to be maturing remarkably. No doubt your well-being is due to the positive influence of your twin crests working in tandem.
Here he goes with the positive again. Looks like your research is more useless than I thought.
I may ignore your assaults on my age, but I will not allow unfettered attacks upon my research. What makes you think it's lacking? Surely you do not deny that your crest-related abilities exceed those of your peers. You are so far ahead of the others. Even the combined effects of the twin crests you bear do not fully account for that discrepancy.
You just can't see beyond the crest, can you? In all your research, haven't you considered that my abilities are a direct result of the effort I put in?
Of course I am aware that you are a hardworking student, but...
My efforts far exceed those of any other student. I've placed top priority on growing as quickly as possible.
Is the ability to expend such incredible efforts, to be so focused and driven, is that not a form of talent?
It has nothing to do with talent. It's a question of sheer will. I'm determined to succeed, no matter the sacrifice.
I see. But what drives you to such lengths?
I have goals, just like anyone, and precious little time in which to achieve them.
Little time?
The people who made me as I am informed me that my life would be drastically shortened as a result. A person bearing two crests against the will of nature itself. Well, clearly it can't be sustainable. As such, I don't indulge in the luxury of fantasizing about the future. I haven't got one. Knowing all this now, will you still claim that my crests are something positive?
I cannot. Please understand. I had no idea.
I'll be leaving now.
Lysithea, so that is why you were...
And now, because Edelgard's a warrior,
I will prevail.
we can just put the knowledge gem on her, send her into a few matches, and just have her absolutely wreck shit. Because that's always fun.
Get it.
It's a long... That won't... I can... I will prevail. I'm getting... What? Whoa, did...
Okay, and there we go, that's Wrath.
So...
Then for this particular fight, this is less about building Byleth and Shamir's support up because, spoiler alert, we actually missed the opportunity to do that in this Let's Play. You see, I've actually been recording these like post-commentary for the entirety of our Black Eagles Let's Play since about chapter 4, like ever since we started doing full chapter videos. The entire thing was done post-commentary. I got the gameplay, edited everything all together, and, you know, I didn't want to talk during the grinding sections because, you know, there's not really a lot to say. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I did want to chop down the academy and the filler and all of that fluff. Basically just getting all the skills that we need, building the units the way we want to build them, and watching everybody's growths in a way that feels, you know, more naturalistic as opposed to chopping it out and then suddenly coming back to it and being like,
Not what...
Another...
Shamir gets vantage. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, yeah, so like the whole chopping everything up and editing. There we go. So, I'm sorry about that. So Dad phoned.
Not what I was hoping.
Yes. What I didn't want to do is I didn't want everything being all like, you know, unnaturalistically progressive. Like, oh, suddenly Byleth's got, I don't know, Dex +4, or, oh, well, how the hell has Lysithea suddenly learned Abraxas? You know, it would have been nice to have seen that on screen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to chop down, like, the... Oh, speaking of Lysithea, hey, girl. I didn't want to just chop down the skills. Absolutely get rid of the academy bits.
Sweet.
That's fine.
Anything is fine.
I'm here for the battlefield progression because that's where we make a lot of the progression. Funnily enough. Like, in terms of, like, learning skills. half of it is battlefield, because half the skills that we actually use in our playthrough are, you know, obtained from class mastery. Whereas, like, the other half of them are obtained from, you know, academic progression. But even then, speeding through the ranks needed to get, like, to certain skills. Like, for even, like for instance, bows, like close counter, rank C, you know, all of that. Oh boy. It feels so monotonous in the classroom doing the teaching when I could literally just...
Bernadetta.
Lady Edelgard, what can I do for you?
I appreciate all the effort you're making to overcome your fear of me. Your dedication is commendable. However...
I'm just getting in your way, aren't I? Knew it, Bernie. You're just an intruder. Nobody wants you around. Stupid. Oh.
Bernadetta.
Yes?
The problem you keep running into is that you don't listen to what people are really saying. That's why your efforts are in vain. You need to listen instead of jumping to your own conclusions. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Then why aren't you responding?
I wanted to listen until you were finished. Sorry, were you finished then?
I was.
Then may I please scream now?
By all means. But please try to make it a fairly quiet one.
Just a tiny one. Wait. What was I upset about again? That's weird. I forgot why I was about to scream, and now I don't even need to. What a nice feeling.
You're trying your best. I know that. But even so...
But what? What did I do this time? I'm so sorry. Whatever it is. I'll go to my room and never bother you again.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. I was only going to say that... Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb. To think that there was such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to imagine that any of these enormous contraptions are of this world. This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne. Professor, do you recognize this throne?
I do.
So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well? It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing? Stop right there!
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor? So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Edelgard, did you know about this?
Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame Emperor.
I guess that's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty. Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You made use of us? Why?
I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard Von Hresvelg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
The crest stones are in the caskets! Open every last one of them!
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
But yeah, so basically, chop the filler, keep the main stuff. That's the approach that we've had, like, for the recording of the Crimson Flower playthrough. The recordings are all done. It's great! Yay! We like celebration. It feels good. I went into this battle with a very specific strategy, but it all falls apart because of the fact that I forgot to reclass Happy from mercenary. She has Vantage, but like an idiot, I forget to do that until post time skip. So, you know, yay for being a dumb bitch. I was gonna have Lysithea and Happy warp Edelgard and Byleth. Oh, sorry, not Edelgard. Edelgard is over there. I was gonna have Lysithea warp Caspar and Byleth as far up as I could. And of course we brought Shamir along because it's tradition. We have to bring Shamir. It's my own personal tradition to bring Shamir to chapter 11. I don't know why. I think it's because ever since I first played this game, ever since I first played Fire Emblem Three Houses back in 2019, and Shamir happened to be on my squad at that time, I fucking love Shamir so much. She is a queen. She's just always been there. She's always been part of this squad. By that moment in story. Yay. There you go. Now you can have Chalice of Beginnings. Because now, of course, you know, counterattacks from...
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I love you so much! Hey, I love you. Okay, Ferdinand is best boy. We know this. We know this. Of course, like an idiot, I forgot to give him a close range weapon as well. So, longbow will have to do. Combat units, animations on, because I turn them off for grinding because we like to speed straight through the grinding because I want to make the grinding as unsloggy as I can. You know, because grinding is just an absolute slog. We don't want to do that. We want to have fun, we want to experience the chapters, and I think maybe for the Blue Lions playthrough, we might just do the chapter showdowns, like the actual main battles of each chapter.
You see that?
Instead of showing you all the grinding. Like, I'm more than happy to show you the story beats for the Blue Lions. They are the best route, they are the best house. Do not fight me on this. Crimson Flower is the most interesting route to me, but Blue Lions is the best narratively for me. Let's not get it twisted. Get him, Queen. I love her.
Are we done?
But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do my plan for the Blue Lions, actually, for Silver Snow, because I haven't yet started recording Silver Snow. Because the way that we're going to do Silver Snow is, and I mentioned this in the finale of this one, of this Let's Play, because I actually did the commentary alongside the gameplay for that one, is that
Still a long way to go.
I think what I want to do is I'm just going to do the showdowns for Silver Snow right up to the final boss, because Silver Snow is the exact same as Golden Deer, but without the confrontation at Gronda Field.
Take away every last one of those crest stones. That is enough. Do you even know what those stones are?
Of course, you know, saving all the crest stones in this particular chapter means that you get a knowledge gem, and if you've already got the knowledge gem from Sulcus's Paralogue, you get a second knowledge gem, and that's really going to help us post time skip, especially in Crimson Flower, when it comes to getting the skills we want on all of the units that we intend to use. Yay!
No hesitation.
Adorable.
Should I have held back? Each battle a chance to grow.
Taking aim. Another one down.
No one makes it past me. I'm just getting started.
A weak point. I read you like a book.
I guess it worked out.
Let the lesson begin.
As expected.
Let's think carefully.
You were outmatched. I'm really sorry.
Don't Don't let my age fool you.
Worthy of applause.
Stay vigilant.
Victory is assured!
You should be honored.
Right there. Are we done?
Professor, I will make no excuses. Thank you for all that you did for me. In truth, no. Let's leave it at that.
Predictable!
So, the end has come.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fódlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
This decision will drastically change the story. I must kill Edelgard. I must protect Edelgard. Are you certain? Crimson Flower unlocked.
You. How dare you?
My teacher, Thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure. Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes. The monsters that have controlled Fódlan in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
There's no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.
Okay, real talk, that whole scene there should have been an anime cinematic, but whatever. Anyways, on that note, we're gonna leave it, and I will see you next time after this time split has happened and we take on Chapter 12, Crimson Flower. Next time!